Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So for today's picker card, it's the new moon in Taurus energy. It's kind of what is this new moon in Taurus going to bring in our lives? What is it that we need to kind of work through with this new energy coming in? What is it that we've kind of wanted to change for a long time and we haven't been able to? Like, what is the energy coming in for us? So I was doing readings this week and I felt a really strong energy in all the readings, and I know it's this new moon in Taurus, so I think for all of us it's going to be very different, but it's all going to be very beautiful. We're all working through different things at this time, and it's just, I was really curious as to how I could help everybody work through the energies quicker. Like, what is it that you guys specifically need to know for this new moon? I'm just saying, like, take this energy and like run with it. I feel like it's a quick, powerful energy, and I'm really excited for what it's going to bring in your lives. It's definitely like something really powerful and positive. So yeah guys, I'm just really excited, and I hope this resonates with you guys. So take a minute and just meditate on the cards or the stones or whatever the number. This will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll see you guys in your readings. Bye. So pile number 1, you guys got the change card. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I'm just getting this powerful shift in not only change, but like what you desire. I think that there's somewhere that you kind of feel that you need to be. And I think I got this in the Taurus reading. I'm not sure this week. It's not only a change in, it's not a change only in what you want, but it's a change in who you are. And that change in you is kind of extending into your outer reality. You know what I mean? Like, you changed, so now your reality has to change. You can't just like, I think you have a choice, which is kind of, you got back to what you love. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. And I feel like with this card, it's kind of saying, like, there's something that kind of sparks your fire. There's something that makes you, like, burn with like, passion, desire. Like, we live for passion, right? If we did the same thing every day, like, what makes us do the same thing every day? What makes us, I don't know, if you like to like make pizza, why do you do it every single day? Like, it's because you're passionate about it, right? You're like interested in doing it. You have to have some sort of passion to continue doing something every single day. And I feel like you might be in a stagnant energy where it's not even a stagnant energy. Like, you're like in an energy where you're moving, but not on the route that you want to move in. And with back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. It's like, what it is that what it is, like, what your reality, what it is right now, and what you want it to be in the future, how, like, what kind of change that you want to see in your life. You already kind of can envision it, and I feel like you're kind of trying to head there, and it may be between, like, I think it's like a head thing. It's like, well, I'm not like too sure if I should do this. There's like a lot of talk, like self-talk about this decision that you're making, and I think like inside that it's the right decision for you, but it just might be hard to make the change that you need to get to where you need to be. This could be that you've kind of like elevated in consciousness, like you're starting to see things for what they are. You're starting to understand yourself better. I mean, it all starts with ourselves, and I think you've made some sort of shift in your life, in yourself. And now it's causing you to be uncomfortable in the reality that you're in because you've changed and your reality hasn't. And I think it's not a question as if you can stay. I think you can stay, but I think you would have to be kind of numb to stay in a situation where you feel like such a stagnant energy. You know what I mean? Because you already know what you want your reality to look like. You already like, envisioning it. So it's uncomfortable now that when you look around, you don't see what you are envisioning or the people that you want in your life. You're not seeing them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there could be someone that you would like to head towards, but you, like, whoever it is that you want to head towards or wherever it is that you want to go, you're not seeing them in your present reality. So I feel like that's making you uncomfortable, and it's kind of pushing for the shift because you've shifted within yourself. And I feel like this new moon in Taurus is really about bringing those changes that you wish to see to your your reality. Okay, so what I'm getting from these two cards, you got I remember, and I don't know why I want to talk about I remember first. This is I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. This is exactly what I'm talking about between like the two paths. Like you see how like she's going down a path, and it's like she has the reality that she is in right now, and it's like, well, I already shifted in my inside, so now my reality isn't reflecting who it is that I am now. And I feel like that's coinciding with this card where it's like soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Like you might be in your fated life where you're just kind of going through the motions, and you're in this, it's not even, it's more than going through the motions. It's just being somewhere where your soul has kind of like learned whatever it had to learn in the cycle, and it's time to kind of move on, and your soul's like going in that direction, but your like feet are going in the opposite. So it's like saying here, like the fated life versus the destiny life, the destiny life. It's like it could be like you have a decision to make, because like a decision coming, or you could say to me like, well, I go to work every day and I do the same things every day. I never have like some sort of decision to make. Like that's so, like, oh, everyone always says I have a decision. Well, like every single day to wake up and to do the same thing, like those are decisions. Every day you make a decision to get out of bed. Every day you make a decision to like go to work. Like those are decisions that you are consciously making, but maybe right now they can feel unconscious because you're just going through the motions. And I feel like that's something to do with like the fated life versus the destiny life. It's kind of like you might be going through them, like there's nothing wrong with going to work, there's nothing wrong with like going home or seeing friends, but it might feel already that you've already kind of outgrew these friends, you've already outgrown this job. Like there's something that you need to make a change in, and I just feel like it has to do with so much growth on your part. So congratulations. And there's like so much growth still coming for you, and it's like I feel like you're like about to explode or burst from where you have been. Like you don't fit into it anymore. It's like when you're 5 and your shoes don't fit you, you don't like, you can keep squeezing into the same shoes, but eventually you're gonna have to get a new pair, right? Okay, so what I'm getting with lost lands, soul memories, and gifts, you've done this before. I mean, you can take it as if you're a star seed and you relate to like Lemuria or Atlantis, this is, this could possibly be for you. But I'm getting this more as like just how he's saying, I remember, like I remember who it is that I am. I remember, like you have all this knowledge within you from your past, from your soul. So it's like if you just need to tap into that energy, it's more about feeling than thinking, right? So if you want to tap into your soul, it's like what feels best to me? What do I love most? It could seem kind of like a trick question, because I feel like this society that we're in teaches us not to kind of do what we love, but to do what's logical. Like, oh, I have to get money, I have to make a paycheck, so I have to go do this. Like it's logical, right? Like it just makes sense. Like I need to get paid, so I have to go to work. But what soul information is completely different. It's like, where do you feel better? Like, do you love going this way? Like, do you love going there? Do you love eating that? Like, if you don't love it, then do something that you do love. So the soul energy is completely different from the logical one. And I feel like that's why now when it's time to make a change and like do what you love, you kind of feel like it might be a trick question, like I can't do that because it's not logical. But I think here it's telling you like I think like right now with I remember, I think grounding yourself would be really helpful to you at this time. Like going near some water or going near earth and just kind of like sitting there. I think it's kind of telling you like you have all the knowledge within you. How do you tap into that knowledge? Like go towards what you feel, go towards what you love. Um, Sometimes we like to do things that are hard because it's like, oh well, if I go through all this, it'll be worth it because at the end I'm gonna get like this much money, or at the end I'm gonna get, this promotion. And it's like, well, we're just waiting to get to the next spot. You know what I mean? We're waiting. We're not actually living our lives in the present day. We're just waiting to get somewhere else. And like, unfortunately, what happens is that we stay in one place, we wait, and then we finally get to the next place, and then it's not even good enough for us anymore. We want, the new. And it's kind of like your soul is wanting the new, but the way that the 3D does it and the way that your soul does it is completely different. The way that 3D does it works more in ego, and the way that your soul does it works more in emotions, feelings, love. So it's like, I feel like the message for you guys is like, if you're feeling like you don't have any decisions, but like, are you doing something that you love every day? And if you don't, then it's like, how can you move towards what you do love? And let's see the cards. You have intuition in reverse and the 3 of Cups in reverse. I just feel like that could be the cycle that you're in right now, where it's like you've been taught to kind of like you haven't been tapped into your intuition, and it's kind of led you to like I don't even, it's like not the opposite of celebration, like this stagnancy, like this clock that you feel like ticking, like you can actually see it ticking because you're so bored or you're so like over a situation and you feel like you need to move. And here we have the Scribe and the Lovers. I don't think this is actually talking about lovers. I think this is talking about like going towards what you love, because we do have the Ace of Wands in the end of this, and I feel like the Ace of Wands is just telling you like you are ready for this new beginning. This could be for those of you that like it has something to do with love, this could be a head over heart decision, like a decision about love. And I feel like for a long time you've been doing it logically. You've been, the Scribe does everything. He does everything, like he has all the information he has everything known, like nothing to him is unknown. He has all the knowledge that he needs. He has all the knowledge, and you can see it here. And I feel like this is like what this card is telling you to do, which is like to remember. Do you see how like there's like the words are printed on him and the words are printed like in his mouth and his face? It's like they're already within you, so can you remember? This could be like some sort of soul contract that you have with someone, and it's like, I don't know, it's something in the soul. I don't think it's something that you can like understand really. And that could also be something about this change that you're setting for. It doesn't like make any sense to you. And like this love or this person that like it might not make any sense to be with them. But the whole point is like, but how do you feel about them? That's what I want to say. Like, even though it might not make any sense why you want to be with them, the question is like, do you want to be with them? Do you love them? Do you have emotions for them? Like, we're not asking like like the questions that you're thinking are more of like a reality based, logical, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, like you still feel like you care about them, so why are you asking people? You know what I mean? Like, why do you, if you already know the answer to your question, like why even ask? Yeah, with the Change card and 3 of Pentacles, it's like you already know where it is that you want to sow new seeds. And I feel like this is you in the old cycle where you've like sown seeds with like the 9 of Wands. You're just like waiting for them to grow, and they don't seem to be growing. It's like maybe you need to start something new. Like there needs to be some sort of change in the way that you do it and what you're doing, and then this one will grow 100% because it will always grow when it's something that you love to do. You know what I mean? It will always grow. I think this is the energy that you're in right now, which is kind of like because I feel like this new moon energy is like very fast, it's very powerful. So I feel like once you're ready to make this change, everything's gonna happen so fast for you, you know, like with the Ace of Wands, like quick energy. But right now this is the state you're in, and it's a beautiful, you know, you're just kind of like reflecting, you're like working with spirit. I think this is like what you need to do to get to like the exact change that you desire. Like if you're not sure where it is that you want to go or what change you need, if you can't like tap into it, or you know it intuitively but you can't seem to like confirm the answer to yourself, it's like you need to kind of take time to like rest and be with spirit, because if you take the time, you'll know the answer. Like if you just keep going through the everyday motions, you're not gonna take, if you don't like take a pause, you're not gonna know what it is. But if you do take a pause and you do like just ask them for help, I feel like they'll tell you what it is. And it's like, do you see like how right there, I feel like that's like her soul ignited. It's like, yes, I can do this, just please like help me. And like they will help you, but you have to tap into it. And it's like, you do remember. It's like confirmation, you do remember. Like if you're like, I don't know what it is, like you do. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. Like you're speaking to like a very old soul, and I know it's hard to like feel instead of being, I know it's hard to do things like you might consider it a loss, you might make less money, this could have a lot to do with career, but this could also have a lot to do with love. I mean, it has everything to do with love. I mean, career should have to do with love as well, but we're not like we're not taught that, right? We're taught like it'd be nice if you like what you do, but it's not the most important thing. And I think this is kind of telling you the opposite. So I can see like where there's like a divide. Yeah, and I just feel here it's like there's a decision to be made, and I feel like you're going to take the decision that's going to bring you to this new beginning. I mean, remember, every day we have a conscious decision to make about where we're going, what we're doing. Like, there's a decision every day to get out of bed, right? Yeah, I really like love this reading. Card number 1, I hope that this helped you guys in some sort of way. I hope that you take this like energy that's coming and use it to help you make the change that you want to see in your life. And I'm really happy for you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys soon. Hi, pile number 2. So you guys got fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. But I feel like there's something that happened with someone else, because I'm getting forgiveness. And I feel like this could be to forgive yourself, but I'm feeling like it's someone else who hurt you, and it's kind of caused you to live in fear, instead of like in your own. I feel like you might have changed after you got hurt, and now instead of living in this kind of like the way that you used to live, where you were kind of happy, like go lucky, like relaxed, you know, all these like, that's how you used to be, and now you're kind of in a state of fear all the time because of what happened to you. I have a feeling that it has to do with that, but it doesn't necessarily have to. You can just be living like in fear, like a lot of had a lot of heavy burdens in your life, a lot of heavy energy that you've had to move through, and it's caused you kind of to become in a state where like I feel like you're kind of hunched up, like balled up, like you're not really open to anything. You're kind of just more running away from things instead of embracing them or recognizing them and saying like, oh, is this an opportunity for me? It's like, no, I don't want to take any new opportunities because I'm kind of scared of like the way things have already gone. Yeah, you also have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Again, I feel like this could be two things. It could be like someone did create this heavy burden in your life, and I think the answer to it was like you had to create some sort of boundary to protect yourself. And maybe the boundary came kind of late, and it was like you had to forgive yourself for kind of getting there late and like experiencing all the hurt that you had to before you created the boundary. It could be like a warning to create the boundary if there is, you know, I feel like this is like you already created this boundary for yourself. And the weight of this other person, the weight of the experiences you've been through, it's like telling you that you need to kind of like heal yourself and let it go. Like you have to stop living in this fear. You have to stop living in this state. I mean, if you look at, like the difference between these cards is like, I feel like this is like you like knotted up, and I feel with this energy, she's just open, like laying in the water. I feel like that could be some sort of guidance for you. Like if you need to, they say like water is the most healing element, like go. I mean, it depends on your sign. Sometimes I feel like just sitting in the grass can help me, but I think water is symbolically the most, not even symbolically, I think water is just the most healing thing. It's like elixir, right? Like we need it to live. We need water. Or I think our bodies, our cells are like 99% water or something, right? So it's like, if you feel the need to heal, like go into some sort of water, because it's gonna like quicken, like speed it up for you. And I think there might be a lot of healing that you need to do in order to forgive yourself and in order to forgive this other person who hurt you, because, or people in your life that have hurt you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic thing. I mean, like this reading can be for so many people, so it can relate to many people in different ways, but there is some sort of forgiveness that needs to be, some sort of forgiveness that has to happen. I feel like this has to do with love in a sense. I'm just seeing number 11, and when I see 11, I just think of like some sort of union between two people. Okay, so what I'm getting with the cards is that with the Emperor and the Crone, I feel like this isn't your energy. I feel like this is the energy of the person that has kind of put you in this fear mode, this survival mode, I want to say, where they've caused like so much pain. It's like all the boundaries are needed because of them. The fear that is within you is kind of like, it's not because of them. Like, let's not put all the blame on them. We have our part in like all the situations, but this is the other energy that I was feeling. I'm not feeling that this is your energy. I'm feeling like this is the other person's energy. And I feel like with the Crone, I feel like sometimes I see the Crone as someone like who's working on the good side, I want to say, and like someone who's working towards helping us align. And then I see the Crone sometimes as distorted energy. And here with the Emperor, I'm seeing is like the Emperor might have gotten advice from someone like an older feminine energy, maybe a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, like anyone. And the Emperor, I'm feeling like the energy that they were given was distorted. I feel like this Crone and this like, I'm not feeling a good energy from her. I'm getting a bad one. And with the Emperor, it's like, this could be like the sun. And it's just like, I feel like there's a dynamic here of like a power, there's a power dynamic here. Like these two people confide in one another. This Crone really confides in this Emperor. It could be her son. I'm getting like a mother-son energy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And I feel like the guidance towards this Emperor from the Crone was kind of to like leave you behind. I feel like strongly that's what this energy was. It's like, leave this person behind. You don't need to be dealing with this person. And I feel like this is your energy, the Queen of Fire. And like you could be a male, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily female just because it's the Queen of Fire. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is a man just because it's the Emperor. I am feeling like a mother-son dynamic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just like someone was getting guidance from an older person, and I feel like the energy was distorted. The advice was distorted. And with the Queen of Fire and the Star, I feel like you're the star in reverse for this person. I feel like losing you or the loss of you has caused this like distortion in this person's life as well. It's not only like fear on your side, but fear on this other person's side. I actually feel like this is the offer that is going to be made towards you. I think that this person over here, the Emperor, is going to kind of make it right with you, because I feel like there's a lot of regret on this other person's behalf. I feel like with the star in reverse, this is your energy. You are their like wish fulfillment, and because they listened to like another energy, like the crone, they weren't able to kind of, I think they like lost you, and then they realized like, oh, I shouldn't have listened to this person. I shouldn't have listened to whoever they listened to. And I feel like here they've become aligned to what it is that they want with the Nine of Wands. This person is like, you see how they're kind of giving someone a rose? I think they really want to make an offer towards you. And with the Six of Cups, it's like an emotional offer. I think it could be fast movement with this person. This person is kind of like setting their eye on you, and I think that they are aligned. I think that they've come to the realization that they kind of made a mistake, and they want to make an offer. And I see like these white flowers as like a new beginning. I feel like there's a new beginning for this person, and it's up to you like how you want to work with this energy. But with forgiveness, I do feel like forgiving people, it clears the way for us to get more energy. It clears the way for us to become more aligned. It's like baggage that you're carrying if you haven't forgiven this person for hurting you. It's just a heavy burden on you. And I think like it doesn't matter what you decide to do with this person. The main takeaway is like you need to forgive them so you can move on with your life, basically. Like you'll get out of this fear energy. I think you created these boundaries, so it's like congratulations to you for creating these boundaries. But with the forgiveness, it's like the only way to kind of complete this cycle, this loop with this person, is to forgive them. And that's like the advice to you. And I feel like here with the King of Air, this is the truth that's coming in for you. And I feel like this Five of Wands, I think this might be your energy, is like you're putting up a defense against yourself because you have created you have created these strong boundaries, right? You have enough sense to know like, I want, when we create a boundary, I saw this video the other day on YouTube, and it was like, creating boundaries is like actually like a really like cool thing to do. Like I find it like sexy, this guy was saying, and he's like, because it's like you have to respect me in such a way, or I'm not going to give you any of my time, I'm not going to give you any of my energy. And I feel like that's what you did. You created a boundary around yourself from this person, because I feel like they were being a tyrant. I feel like whoever they were getting advice from, it wasn't like positive energy. There's like something with this red and black energy. Like I'm not liking this vibe. I don't know who the crone is to this person. Whoever was giving advice to this emperor, it was more for their benefit and not for the benefit of the actual emperor, right? And then with the King of Air, this person does want to come in and speak truth. There is some truth that's going to be illuminated to you. And I do think that it's involved with speaking and intuition. And I think this person knows where it is that they need to be. Again, with the Nine of Wands and the Six of Cups, it's like, I think this person intuitively knows where they need to be, and they're going to go and speak their truth. But you do have firm boundaries set, and I would say that that's a really positive thing. Like I'm not looking at this Five of Wands in a negative way. I'm looking at it as a positive thing. And I feel like this whole cycle is going to end for you with like, when you decide to forgive this person, the cycle ends and you come up with a new beginning. So you're like leaving the cycle of pain, this Ten of Swords energy, and you're starting a brand new cycle with this Ace of Pentacles. And I mean, it's hard to start new cycles because we've lost so much, right? And there's stuff in the old cycle that we liked, right? Like the old cycle sometimes had some good things in it, those memories that we have that we kind of think about. And it's like you don't have to start, like you can always take those memories with you and create new ones. I feel like it's like you're a little scared to start new because it's so small. I feel like there's something about how small it is. Like maybe what's small is the offer that this person's going to make. Maybe whatever this person's going to say is very small. Like it might be like, hi. It might not be like a very big, I don't know if they're going to say a lot, basically, because I feel like there's something to do with how small it is. And it might be the fact that you've like moved out of fear and you've created all these boundaries, and you might be feeling kind of small. It's either that, or that you're feeling small and that like it's, wow, like I'm have all this like newness to create. But I would take that as like a positive thing, because you have your whole life to kind of recreate, and you have like, just because the seed is very small doesn't mean that it one day won't become a big tree, right? So if that's the way you're feeling, like, oh, this is such a small, like, beginning that I'm starting, it's so small, or like the hope that I have is so small, whatever it is that's small, the hope, or the offer that's being made by this person, the reaching out, if it's a small, it's like gesture, I would say, like, look how abundant and beautiful it will become, right? Like, it's just being nurtured. So either if it's you nurturing yourself for this new beginning, or this person kind of wants to come in with a gesture that's kind of small, but it is with good intentions, and I would say, I mean, the difference between these cycles, you're ending this one and going into this one. So I think this new moon is going to kind of gravitate towards is like letting go of the fear, letting go of the cycle. Congratulations if you have, kind of created those boundaries already. And I think the last step is kind of forgiving them with your heart, forgiving them completely so that you can kind of move on. And we never, time is an illusion. We don't know exactly when this energy is going to come in, but I do see this energy coming in for you where you will have a chance to start a new beginning the way you choose to, and it will be an abundant new beginning. Don't get swayed by how small it starts, because remember, like, it is something that when you're creating with spirit, it's going to be something big. It's going to be something like great for you. It's just, our ego is the only one that's saying like it's small, right? So just be careful with that. And I think that if you are careful about the way you think and you stay in a positive energy, you can really create so much abundance for yourself. And I do think this person is coming in, honestly. And I think I think they will be trying to do their best to give you the offer that you deserve, or give you the apology that you deserve. Whatever it is that they're coming in to do, I think it's like an honest thing. I think it's something that you can trust. And I do think that whoever was guiding them kind of misled them. Whether it be their own tuition or like someone in their life. I was getting someone in their life, but it could have been just their own tuition guiding them down the wrong path. Anyway, pile 2, I hope that this helped you guys. I hope that this cycle for you brings a lot of change. I really hope that this resonated with you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you guys got loneliness. I know that I am never alone. And doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. I feel like this is what you need to let go in this new cycle. And I feel like with Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance, it's like, in order to bring balance to yourself, it involves letting this go. And knowing like you're never alone, right? Sometimes we can feel, I mean, I think all of us have struggled with loneliness, and it takes like sitting with yourself and being able to really like sit with yourself and be alone, like where you learn that, it's not so bad. I think we always want someone around us. We always want to be like surrounded by other people. I mean, that's how I kind of used to be. And I realized that you have to be able to be alone, like be able to sit in your own energy, sit by yourself. It's like, it's good for you. And 2, it's like, you're never alone. You always have your ancestors. You always have your spirit guides. You always have, there's so many things that keep us from being alone. And I think they just want me to really like talk about how you're not alone. So it's like, please know that you're never alone. If you feel like you are, this is a reminder, like, to just call on spirit so that they can like send you love, send you like the vibrations of love and healing, so that you like know that you're never alone. And I just feel like it's a very important message for you guys to like understand this new moon energy. And like, if you take it a step further and know that you're always with someone, you're always like, again, like you're never alone, that it's gonna give you like so much power, so much strength. Like, you'll never feel alone again if you just kind of like embrace the fact that you are never alone. And with doubt, I release the need to know all the answers. I think like some of this loneliness comes from doubt in yourself. Like you doubt like who you are, you doubt like who it is that you can be, you know, a lot of doubt about yourself. And it's like that is kind of what's also not helping with the way that you feel always alone. It's like you might push people away because you're doubtful, like, oh well, like why would somebody want to spend time with me? Why would, I mean, I'm kind of getting like an Eeyore energy. It's like doubtful in your own abilities, doubtful in your like your own capabilities. And I think that can also be like a cause of your loneliness. It's like your own doubt, your own fears, your own like inability to embrace other people around you. And I think this new moon energy is really trying to like balance this energy out, kind of like put a stop especially to the loneliness. It's like to let you know that you're never alone, that like they just want to send you like a lot of loving energy. And you have like a lot of blue, like be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. It's like, okay, it's okay to feel doubtful of ourselves. It's okay to feel lonely like sometimes, but I think this is like for you to know to stop being someone who you're not to be. Like stop doubting who it is that you are. Like yes, people will find you like worthwhile. Yes, people do want to get to know you. Yes, you are worth people's time, I want to say. And it's like just be authentic to who you are. Like they will want to get to know you more. People will like be more drawn to you when you are like more in love with yourself, right? When you show yourself love, then others will show you love. So it's like starting with like showing yourself love, and then like healing yourself for people to like also see that in you and like want to be a part of your life. So it's like kind of the energy that you bring is the energy that will surround you. I just feel like a very strong energy to say like take care of yourself. Like you can see like in the background here there's someone resting, there's someone playing music. It's like if you need to take a rest, take a rest. The only way to like be who you truly are is to like be at your best. And to be at your best, you need to kind of rest. You need to like take care of your body. It's just like kind of like take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot like work on these like mental energies. It takes a lot to work on them. And it's like if you're not even taking care of yourself, if you're not resting, if you're not working out, like doing the things that you need to do to like be there for yourself, and then comes the next step where it's like, okay, then I can show everybody who it is that I really am. Like it's not just like a one-step process. It starts with like taking care of yourself. Yeah, I just truly feel like this new moon energy is going to be a time of balance for you. And with this balance will come like you learning how to be who it is that you were truly always meant to be. Yeah, I feel like this is a past energy with the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse. It's like I feel like you have a choice to show one side or the other. You could be like, this just reminds me of like this could be the duality in you as well. And it's like we all have many different sides, we all have many different facets, right? We're not all just like, you know, we're all very complicated, very like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but we have many different faces. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're not always one thing. And I feel like this is what you need to learn to balance out, like this duality between you, this like masculine, feminine, you could say. It's like, can you learn to like balance it out? And I feel like you've like lost all curiosity. Like you kind of, it's like more of an interest to be there for yourself. And it's like it's like be invested. This one's like be invested in yourself. Like be invested in your own growth. Be invested in like doing things for yourself, being authentic, taking care of yourself, like balancing yourself out, going out of your way to like you know, if you need to ask someone for help, if you need to like ask spirit for help, it's like all this is all about you in this cycle. This is all about you. I feel like there's like, this is like something you've been avoiding. I feel like you've been avoiding kind of like looking at yourself and the work that you need to do for yourself. And it's kind of like you can't avoid it anymore, because now it's like not turning into a problem, but it's turning into something that if you just take a look at it, you'll be so much better for it. And I think this is kind of like spirit to give you the nudge that they're like not going to let you leave the situation until you take care of it. Like they're not going to leave you alone. They're going to stop bothering you until you deal with what it is that you need to deal with, which is, you know, if these are your two problems, whatever your issues is, it's like belief in yourself, love for yourself, right? With the Desire card and the Knight of Cups, this could be like the fact that the love that you have for yourself has kind of, or the lack of the love that you have for yourself has shown up in ways in your life, and in terms of like love, I want to say, in terms of relationships, it's caused like a blockage for you, and it has to do with the way that it starts with you. Like you might say like, oh well, like this imbalance in my life wasn't created by me, but it's like the imbalance now is within you, and it's like up to you to fix it so that you can stop it from stemming into like other aspects of your life. And I feel like in like love, you have maybe not been as successful as you wanted to be because you were, I mean, like if you doubt yourself, or you don't have enough love for yourself, or you're not balanced out, or you're not being your authentic self, like you're never going to be able to be like in an authentic relationship with someone else, right? And it's like I feel like you have the desire to be in a relationship with someone else, you have the desire to like to offer someone something, to be there for somebody, but it's like you can't show up for someone else if you're not showing up for yourself. So it like all stems from yourself. And this could be like, this could be examples of like where people were not loyal with you, where people did not want to collaborate with you. And I feel like with this new cycle, it is going to bring you what it is that you do desire. Like in the past, there could have been like times when you, with like the Four Cups and the Seneschal, it was like, I think it's like times that people also were able to see right through you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like with the Seneschal being green and doubt, it's like people doubted you because you doubted yourself. Like we're a mirror to our, like you kind of mirrored it like back to yourself in your own reality. It's like, how can someone put like faith in you if you don't even have the faith in yourself? You know what I mean? Like if you're doubting yourself, how can someone else like put faith in you, right? And I feel like this is someone who might have seen like right through you, and it might have really hurt, and it might have like been a painful experience for you. But it's like spirit isn't going to let this go until you like take care of what it is that you have to take care of. And if it involves like balancing out the like many aspects of who you are, the duality between you, the way that you are, it's like understanding yourself. Like you have to know yourself so that you can like do all this work, right? It's like accepting who it is that we are. We're not perfect. We all have like issues that we need to deal with. So it's like take what it is that spirit is trying to guide you with, and try to get to where it is that you need to go. Because I see like so much promise. I mean, look at you. You're like, this is the Three of Wands. This is you setting out. And like, look like who's beside you. This is like, you know, you have like the crone and you have a raven. This could be you like being led by spirit. Like you're going to end up balancing this out. You're going to be going down a new path. You're like starting a new beginning. You have like this wand in your hand, you have spirit by your side, and you're setting out on a new journey. And it's like it all starts with yourself. So like take the time to balance out whatever you need to do to be like your true authentic self. I feel like they keep telling me to like tell you about the true authentic self, because it's like who you are is like so amazing. I'm getting like goosebumps talking about it. Like you are such an amazing person. You're such a like, you may be very different from other people, and that's like just what the world needs. And like once you start radiating that energy, it's going to like radiate itself back to you, and you will find like your soul tribe. You will find like the group of people that you're meant to be around, but it's like starts with you being yourself. If you're not yourself, you can't meet these people. It's just not possible. And like, I just feel like telling you, like, again, like, you will never be lonely. You never are lonely. You always have people by your side. But like, this is like a promise or an assurance that like, if you are your true authentic self, you will kind of meet those people that you're meant to be around, because you're like generating an energy that is going to be like shadowed right back to you, right? And like, I feel like with spirit working by your side, there's like nothing that you're not going to be able to do. Like, you're just standing up and like looking at everything and like, oh, I can go in so many paths now. I have so many routes. I have so many ways that I can go. Thank you, pile number 3, for being here today. I hope that this helped you in some sort of way. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Okay, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. You guys got gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. The door just rang, so I don't know, maybe someone's coming in. Someone's gonna be at your door. I don't know. Let's keep going though. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You know, out of all the energies that I got from the pick of cards, I think this is the easiest energy, the most kind of flowing. I'm feeling like a lot of heart chakra. You guys got green. You got 2 green cards, so this definitely has something to do with the heart. I think this new moon in Taurus is going to push you into these energies. Like, this energy for you isn't going to be as heavy as the other ones, because it's shifting you. It's not like you have something really hard to work through. I think it's more of like going to push you in towards an energy of gratitude, an energy of enjoying life, an energy of kind of like this. It might be a brand new kind of cycle for you where everything is going to be a lot lighter. I'm just feeling like a much lighter energy in this reading than I was from the other ones. So I just feel like this, if you picked 4, you're in for like a really, I'm not going to say easy, but a very light, fun energy coming for you. And I think the way to kind of let this energy take you completely is to be sitting in gratitude. When you sit in gratitude, it causes, like, you're telling the energy that you're giving out is that you have enough, that you're happy for what you have, right? You're given more when you appreciate what you have. It's like if someone has everything and they just keep wanting. I feel like the universe would give them a lesson as to like what it really feels like to truly need and want things. So if you learn to kind of sit in the energy of gratitude, like, I have everything that I need. I have food. I have like a house. I have, the basic necessities, and I also have friends and family that love me. I like whatever it is that you're thankful for, kind of write it down, or just, it's not about writing it down, it's just about feeling it and saying thank you for it. And I think this new cycle with humor coming out is just going to be such a like peaceful cycle for you, that there's going to be so many happy moments. And I think it all kind of starts when you sit in the energy of gratitude. So this new moon in Taurus is looking really good for you guys. Pile number 4. So you guys got listen with your heart. So again, we're talking about the heart chakra. This is definitely the only other pile that had something to do with love was pile number 2. So if you had kind of a hard time choosing between 2 and 4, that's why they both had something to do with romance, whereas 1 and 3 were more of like an energy shift, like a soul shift. And with listen with your heart, you are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. I feel like this is telling you that, when you like tell somebody something, you're like, that's never gonna happen, right? Like, oh, this is never gonna happen, because that's just like, it's never gonna happen. And I feel like with listen with your heart, it's like, is it really not gonna happen? There's like 2 girls in the picture, and one of them is like putting a seashell to her ear, but I feel like it's more of a heart thing. It's like, it's not about listening, it's not about speaking, it's about feeling. It's like feeling, sitting and feeling what it is that what you desire, I want to say. Like, what, there's something here that I think you're missing. When it says you are listening but need to hear with a loving heart, maybe someone is coming to kind of with some sort of communication, and I do strongly feel that way because here I do have the King of Air. So it could be a masculine energy, and I also have the Two of Wands. So it's like someone might be coming in to speak with you. And with listen with your heart, I have all this green, I have all this heart chakra. It's like when you listen to them, I think the advice is like, if you are listening to, if this like new cycle brings in someone who is going to speak to you in some sort of way, it's like, don't listen with just like your ears or like the logical side of you. It's like, how do you feel about what they're telling you, right? Don't think in like ego where it's like, well, I don't want to be, this is not what I wanted, this is not what I envisioned, or this came in a different way than I expected, or this person took so long to get here, or this person isn't like who I imagined I'd be with. Like, whatever it is that your ego is telling you, this is kind of like telling it to shut up, because it's more of, what do you feel? And it doesn't have to make any logical sense. It doesn't have to be something of an intellectual like decision. It has to do with, how do you feel? And inside your head, it could be screaming like, no, like that's not right, no, no, no. But how do you feel about the situation? Like, your head could be saying no and your heart could be saying yes. And I think this is like a reminder to kind of, it could also be to seek counsel from someone to kind of guide you with this, but I think the decision always has to be and come from yourself. Maybe this is like spirit trying to tell you to kind of listen to what it is that they have to say, because they're giving you like what you need to do with your energy. And I also think they're telling you with listen with your heart, it's like, we're here to kind of guide you. So instead of thinking about it, please like feel. What does your heart say, basically? I feel like with the Star Ancestors card, this could be someone who's kind of guiding you in your, like in the other realm, someone who's been there. But more of what I'm getting from this card, it says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I think sometimes we become disconnected from our heart because that's just the way the 3D works, right? It likes ego more than it likes love. You know what I mean? It likes, competition instead of working together. It's like all the opposites of what we need to be really like working on here. So I think that's how we become disconnected from our hearts, when it doesn't become like it should be the easiest thing to intuitively feel something like, oh, I got like this gut feeling about it, and I'm just gonna go for it. And then everyone is telling you, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, are you kidding me? And it's like, well, that's the way I feel about it. And then we're told kind of not to trust our intuition. We're told not to trust the way we think, because, the way we feel, because the way we think is a much smarter way to do things. And I think this is like a call to go back to the old way of doing things, the ancient way of doing things, where the way things were done, I feel like in the ancient times, was like all based on feeling. It was all based on like that gut instinctual feeling, right? It was, and they say like your gut is your second heart, right? So it's like, I think they say that. I'm not sure now. But yeah, I do think like there's like a gut feeling that you might have and you might be ignoring because you're so used to ignoring your feelings and you're so like not in tune with them. And I feel like a way to become in tune with them, I don't know why, I think the second reading also had to do with water. I think if you just take some time, like take a bath, I think that would really relax you if you just like laid in water and kind of like, we all come from water when we're like in our mothers, we are in water, right? So it's like, go back to the way it was when you started, which I feel like I just feel like there's something to do with water. And I see like King Triton. Well, I say he's King Trident. I don't know who he is. I'm calling him King Trident in the background. There's dolphins in the background. I definitely think like water would help you a lot in this aspect, because the heart has to do with emotions, right? And our feelings have to do with our emotions. And I just feel like if we went back to the way things were, like with this, ancient wisdom, there's just something about like getting into water. So if you live by a beach, or if you can take like a long bath and try to like, I think the answer to whatever your question is, or what you need to kind of listen more to, is your feelings, and this is like a way for you to become more in tune with them. So for the cards, I've got the King of Air, number 14, with the 2 of Wands. Again, I feel like this is someone who's coming to communicate with you, and I think this is like a warning that with listen with your heart, it's like, I don't know if you want to hear what they have to say. I don't know if you're like interested in what they have to say, but I think that you do have more I think you have more feelings than you lead on, or that you even know like yourself consciously, and I think it can be also subconscious. So I feel like there needs to be a way for you to tap into your subconscious, so that you are going to be able to receive this message the way that it's meant to, the way that it was like intended to. And like, I feel like someone's setting out, like someone is making a plan to come towards you to speak some sort of communication. And why do I feel like that? I have the King of Water here with the 6 of Cups. So again, it's like someone is going to be giving you basically their heart, or telling you something that has to do with their heart, the way that they feel. They're trying to make an offer. There is like I'm not sure if this is a reconciliation. I'm not sure if this is someone you already know. I'm just saying, like, in this new moon in Taurus, the energy of being in gratitude and kind of finding, like, I feel like this situation you might see it as like humorous, like if this is someone coming back, or if the person that you're with is like, I don't know why I'm feeling like, oh, like this is like actually funny to you, but not in a mean way. It's like funny the way things are like ending up, or the way things kind of went in a circle, or whatever this situation is with this person. I feel like it might be kind of like, I think the advice is like to find it humorous, to find humor in it, to find like, you know, like that's the way life is, right? You never know what the hell is going to happen, right? You just kind of are going with the flow, and then life just kind of takes you. And I think that's kind of what the situation is, and it's like calling you to just be light about it, because that's just the way the universe works. And maybe there's like lessons that had to be learned if this is some sort of reconciliation. But if this is a new person, I think it kind of takes whoever this is to you, I think it's like I feel like it has something to do with humor for some reason. I don't know. It's just funny the way the mysteries of like life work, right? We can plan for everything that we want, and like the opposite happens. So I feel like maybe that's where the humor is coming from, like the way that this is going to end up happening for you. And I do have the 8 of Wands, which is the communication card, and I just feel like someone is really coming towards you. This could be you, but I feel like it's them. I feel like this is like the passion that they have for you, like the communication. Like, I think they're sitting in their heart energy. So I think it's like guidance for you to kind of sit in your heart energy too, because the vibrations have to match with you too, right? We can't be like someone sitting 100% in like sword energy, and like you just want to cut through their words and like pick at them and like say, well, you did this, 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 and this. Like that vibration next to someone who's going to be like open and loving towards you, that it's not going to match, right? So I feel like it's just like telling you to get into your heart energy. And like, I think this person is coming fast, and I think this is like the energy of being restricted. I think that there was something keeping them restricted, and now they're free, and that's why they're coming. So however this resonates with you, it could be like trapped in their minds, or it could be physically trapped, like, you know, in a situation, but this person is free now. They're not trapped anymore. They're completely free. And like, I'm telling you, this new moon energy is very quick. It's like very powerful. Things are going to be happening really fast. So I think this is like giving you like the heads up on that. Yeah. And this person's coming with integrity. If they were someone that kind of used to use like manipulation or some sort of trickery or whatever, like low vibe stuff that they were doing, it's like now they're coming to you with integrity, as opposed to maybe this is the way they used to act. Maybe this is the way you see them, and this is like to let you know that they're working with integrity now. This is not the energy that they're sitting in anymore. If this is someone that you used to know, and if this is someone new, it's like maybe you kind of see this offer as too good to be true, or whatever it is, but this is to let you know that they are coming with integrity. So last card is the Desire card. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Libra. I have the Strength card in reverse with the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. I think this is like them letting go of their ego to kind of make an offer towards you. And I think this is them looking at you as the Empress. It's funny because in the second card, the second reading, I got the Emperor, and here I'm getting the Empress. So I don't know. I think there's a very similar energy between 2 and 4. If again, like 2 was looking appealing to you, this is why. I think this person is letting their ego go because you are what they desire, and they have to let their ego go, and they have to be the one to kind of step up, right? Like, unfortunately, like, we give people a lot of chances, and then sometimes we're like, you know what, I'm done giving this person chances. If they want to come towards me, they're going to have to come correctly. They're going to have to come in the right energy. And I think this is what this person is realizing. It's like, if this is what they desire, they're going to have to come. And yes, they are coming as a page, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a really beautiful thing, because I feel like they're coming new to you. Like how I was talking about how like you should go back to the way things were, like go to water because that's where you like came from. Like go back to the knowledge that's hidden within you. Go back to like the way things used to be, where it was like feeling instead of thinking. And I think that's what this person is doing. And it's like such a beautiful reading, guys. I'm so happy for pile number 4. I think this Page of Pentacles is coming correctly. There's no like trickery involved here, if that's what you're asking. There's no lies here. I don't think there's any deception. They're coming to you with integrity. And I think this is like for you to know that you have to be in an energy of like, be in the energy of what your heart wants. And I just like really love this picture. I think it's so beautiful. It's listen with your heart. I just want you guys to look at it. Like, it's so beautiful. There's so many things in it. Like, take a look at it. This person's coming in fast. They're free, and I think they're like headed straight towards you. They're like, their eyes are literally looking at you, and her eyes are green. So I think it's just like completely worked. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading helped you guys, and I'll see you next time.